Hey guys, welcome to the video. Quickly in this video, I want to go over my training format slash style as I've been diving into this mini cut. So I'm going to overlay footage from yesterday's upper body workout now so you guys can enjoy that while I talk in the background here. So right now, you guys know I'm in a mini cut, which is the first ever time I've really committed to getting leaner really without preparing for a show, without preparing to step on the bodybuilding stage. So as I've said in previous videos, the difference between a mini cut and getting full on stage ready is just the severity of the diet. So in comparison right now, I'm gonna do a whole other video about my diet and how I've structured it and how I'm doing it. But in comparison to a bodybuilding prep, on the bodybuilding prep for me in the past, I followed a very strict meal plan that had set out meals. It was all formatted to what I needed to eat at what time, how much food. It was all weighed and measured, and it was tracked that way. Whereas right now, just a brief overview of my diet for the mini cut, I'm basically just tracking my macros and my calories in an app on my phone, and that's it. Again, I'll get into that deeper in a different video, but basically what that means is as I'm getting into this mini cut, I'm not following such a strict protocol that my goal is to get super shredded. I'm following a loosely based program to get my weight off in the form of body fat and just look leaner and feel a little bit better in the form of changing my body composition. So that's kind of where this mini cut is going in that sense. Now, training wise, ever since I've stopped bodybuilding and powerlifting didn't pan out the way it was supposed to because it was just beating me up too much, I kind of had to step back and say, okay, what's my training gonna look like? What does it need to look like? What do I want to do? And now, since I'm wrestling and in the mini cut, my training is basically 4 workouts per week for sure, 5 if I'm feeling it. And those are 2 upper body workouts and 2 lower body workouts. And in the past, what I've been doing the last few weeks is basically Monday is upper, Tuesday is lower, and then Wednesday is a rest, and then Thursday is upper, Friday is lower, and then Saturday, Sunday, if my girlfriend and I are feeling it, maybe we'll go in and do like arms and cardio or something like that, and go from there. So that's kind of where the training split lies, but I'm not married to the days, and what I mean by that is that if I'm not feeling the gym on Monday, I'm not gonna force myself to go and have a crappy workout and just feel like I have to go. If I'm too busy and it's just too much of a time crunch, I'm gonna be stressed and watching the clock the entire time, I'm not gonna go. So that's one difference as well between like a bodybuilding prep and now. Yes, the goal is to get weight off, but right now I don't feel guilty if I don't go to the gym, or if I'm too sore or too tired or whatever comes up. It's okay because I'll do it the next day and everything will still be fine. So workout wise, like you're seeing in this footage, it's a lot of bigger movements. Like I don't really do bicep curls very much, really much isolation work, unless, again, if I'm feeling it, I'll do it. Like last night we did legs and I did lots of machine stuff just because I was feeling it. But again, that's the difference between like a bodybuilding prep to get super shredded and stage ready versus what I'm doing right now. I'm not married to a specific workout. Like if I'm not feeling dumbbell presses, I'll do bench press or whatever. Like that's just an example. Or if my back hurts and I don't want to squat, then I'm not gonna squat. Like I'm taking a very like loose approach to it, but it's paying off. I started this mini cut at 182 pounds and I'm 173 right now, and it's been like 3 weeks. So that's pretty cool. Again, in the training workouts, I'm focusing on bigger movements when I can. Like obviously I'm gonna try to do the big stuff when I can, but if I can't, I'm not gonna be brokenhearted about it. But I'm still doing like bench presses, which finally, ever since my wrist has been getting better, I can bench again. So I'm working on kind of getting that back up a little bit. This workout that you're seeing on the screen, I did 250 for doubles on the bench, so that was good. Lots of pull-ups and chin-ups, some weighted, some just body weight. Squats and deadlifts again when I'm feeling it. I'm still got to just be wary of how much I do because I am in a calorie deficit, so recovery is something I've got to think about. And for you guys watching this, if you're trying to get weight off, you've got to be cognizant that you don't have the food and the fuel coming in to elicit like good recovery of course you're going to recover, but it may be compromised because you're not eating as much. So that's something you got to think about. So that's for me something that's on my mind as well. On top of the compound stuff, like I work on areas that I think physique wise I need improvement, because who knows when I'm going to step on stage again. I know I will. I just don't know when, whether it's next year, 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. So obviously trying to work on the weak points. So I still do lots of like lateral raises for shoulders, of course some tricep work, but the main workouts are designed to get the most bang for my buck. So the big compound lifts, lots of rows, lots of pressing, lots of pulling, like that kind of stuff, not, you know, bicep curls and leg extensions, stuff that's good for isolation, but again, we're trying to get weight off, so we want to burn a lot of calories, which in turn you're going to do in the bigger movements versus the smaller movements. You're going to burn more doing a couple sets of chin-ups versus a couple sets of bicep curls. Is a dramatic difference? No, but every little bit helps. What else can I talk about? Cardio-wise, right now, I don't really have a structure to it. I know I'm at least doing 2 sessions a week of like 20 or 30 minutes. Again, I'm not overthinking it. If I'm on a time crunch and I can't fit 30 minutes in and I can only do 20 minutes, I'm only going to do 20 minutes. That's just how it's going to be. And I'm okay with that. I'm just, again, watching the scale and watching my body in the mirror and seeing how it responds, and I'll adjust things accordingly. But right now, it's working, so I'm not going crazy on it. Cardio-wise, what I'm doing is usually the treadmill, but I think I might start switching that up for a little bit more HIIT style stuff, just for a little change of pace and just to make it a little bit more fun. And then in workouts, I'll do stuff like skipping and the battle ropes and the sled and stuff like that to get me up. I'll do like supersets at the end, or like a big kind of finisher. The other day I did 15 reps of, no, let me start from the top. I did 50 skips with the skipping rope. I did 15 kettlebell swings, 20 slams on the rope, and then like 5 burpees. I did that like 3 times without a break. So it was only like 5 or 6 minutes, but by the end of it, I was pretty gassed and obviously burned a good chunk of calories doing that. So that's the cardio wise. So that's basically it, guys. Like, I'm really not overthinking it, and it's kind of nice because I'm usually the way I am. Like, when I get into something, I like dive in and I get super focused on it. And right now, that's not what I'm doing. I did that with bodybuilding and obviously it paid off, but this isn't to that extreme, right? So my attitude is like, okay, I won't take it to that extreme. I'll just kind of play around with it. So it'll be good to talk about nutrition because obviously that's the other big side of this. But training wise, I wanted to give you guys a quick little overview of what I'm doing. So just to reiterate the basics, 4 workouts per week for sure, 5 if I'm up for it. And those are 2 upper body and 2 lower body. And then on that 5th day, again, it's whatever. If I want to get an arm pump, I'm going to do arms. If I want to do just cardio and core, I'll do that. So I'm not, again, committed to a certain split on that end. And then within the workouts, big compound movements, workout timing wise too. A lot of people like to think more is better, but for me, I'm not that person. Like 45 to an hour in the gym, 45 minutes to an hour, like that's plenty for me. I'm a big fan of supersets, which you guys see in all my videos. I don't like to just do like one thing and then rest, unless it's like a big strength. Like when I'm doing like when I was powerlifting, I would do like my sets of 2 or 3 and then go rest for a few minutes. For that sport and for that style of training, you need to do that, obviously, to make progress. But for me right now, I like the faster pace. Like I'll do a couple exercises and then maybe rest a minute and then go back in and make sure like my heart rate's up and I'm sweating and I'm breathing and working and feeling accomplished in the gym. So that's something that I guess I could talk about too, is the rest times right now, because I'm not going for maximum strength or anything like that. That 45 seconds to a minute is kind of my sweet spot between sets. Obviously, if I need it, I'll take, again, it's such a lax approach, but it's working. If I want longer rest, I'll take it. If I want shorter rest, I'll take it. Like, it's not so overthought that it's like, oh, this is so much to pay attention to. Like, it's not like that at all. So, but it's working. As I said, I'm down, well, frig. I'm hoping, today's Thursday, I'm hoping come Saturday morning, I'm like 170, 172, and that'll be 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks, which is kind of crazy to think about. But anyways, it's all good. So overall, happy with the workouts. I'm excited to continue with this mini cut. As I said at the beginning, probably 165 to 170 is kind of where I think I want to land. I didn't expect to get down this low this fast. Honestly, I thought maybe this was going to take me like 2 months to get down there, but this is coming along pretty quick. I might hit the 160s before the end of June. I don't know. It's June 14th today, so at this rate I will. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, feeling good. I'm still at a point now where the strength is there. Like, I don't notice a dip in strength and performance in the gym when I'm dieting till it's like kind of that 160 pound mark. So I'm hoping, what I want to do, like long term, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but long term, I want to kind of stay in that 165 to 170 for the remainder of the summer, just because it'll be nice to be leaner for, you know, going out at the beaches and stuff, or, you know, being out, you know, shirtless around the house. Like, it just feels better, right? Like, everybody wants to look good with their shirt off, right? So that's kind of where my head's at. So if I get down here by like July to my goal of like that 165 to 170, and then basically July and August kind of maintain that, and then come September kind of reevaluate things and decide where I want to go from there. So that's kind of what's coming down the pipeline. So anyways, guys, I'm rambling now. I just wanted to give you an update on how I'm structuring my training and how it's working for me. So hope you enjoyed this little update video. Be sure to like and share the video. We just hit 450 subscribers, so I appreciate it, guys. We're getting close to that 500, which means we're halfway to 1,000, which means we're a 10th away from 10,000, which is cool. So anyways, like the video, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.